quite see that card over on the left there, and there's an Abyss Sphere in the middle.
It's Mermail Abyssland. Okay, this is good. This is very good. And for you guys, there we go. Brotherhood of the Firefist Bear, Soul Charge, Pot of Duality, Trap Tricks, Nightmare Hole. Sorry, Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare, and Artifact Sanctum. That's a very strong start for both players, actually. It's a good start. Mermail would have liked to have seen an Abyss Pike or Abyss Tierce, but his hand is by no means, I would say, dead in the water, but I'm trying to avoid terrible. No, it's good.
There's things he can do.
The Genix Undying is, it will be really good for him as well here. And because of this Firefist Barrier deck, I have no idea how fast this is going to be, so there's plenty of time to draw into a few options. And I can show you the hand as it loads in. Alessandro starts the game with a Pot of Duality. Which card did he have there? Did you see?
I did not catch that there.
I didn't catch it. Sorry, I was.
We will definitely see that on there.
I think it's a breakthrough skill that was added there. Okay. So if his opponent doesn't know what he's doing, the Mermail player might consider this being a Dp-Ygo matchup.
Yeah.
Because it could actually, you could still consider it the Fire or Ice hand, which would deter people from attacking. This is what Alessandro has in play. So you can take a look at, I'll show you Alexander's hand, and you can consider what kind of play you'd make against this opening field.
The blank card there.
Yeah, is. Figure it out in a moment. It's going for a search effect for the Genix Undying. It would. Yeah, it's a Genix Undying. That's accidentally popped up there as a blank card. Okay, so he's going straight for the marksman. Let's figure out what's going on. Oh, sorry, let's get this up here. Let's get the information right now. Let's going to spell a trap, interestingly enough. Perhaps, maybe he knew what maybe he knows what he's up against. Firefist Bear. Also with 1200 defense points.
So no damage would be taken?
No, pretty sure. Okay. So, Alessandro
play passes back to bat.
Pot of Duality. He's already played one, so that's 3 Pot of Dualities.
That is a shame.
Well, depending on the special summons he intends to do, I mean, his Artifact Sanctum he wants to use in his opponent's turn anyway. So those dualities are actually really good for him. The Soul Charge is not so useful to him this early in the game. Firefist Bear connecting in destroying that Undying and getting damage. Okay, let's see where we're going here. Okay, so Forbidden Lance, an Artifact Ignition, and a Coat Soldier Wolfbark. And we're going to be seeing the Artifact Ignition added to Alessandro's hand. Alexander has a Mermail Abyssland, an Atlantean Marksman, and one card that I don't know in his hand. On the field he has a Breakthrough Skill, Abyss Sphere, and a card that I don't know. Chances are we saw it and I've forgotten. I think it's a Genix Controller. And here comes the Abyss Sphere. In response to that Artifact Sanctum? Or
yeah, he's doing a response and activating that ignition there. And down comes the Moral Tag.
Yeah, Moral Tag. Okay, let's continue. He draws a card. I think he drew Atlantean. No, I can't tell you what that is.
Not just yet.
but let's take a look at Alessandro's much more developed field. This is a card that you'll...
yeah, Zigannix Undyne.
Yeah, Zigannix Undyne. Probably see quite a bit of this one as well. Over your WCQs. It's a searchable card by Traptrip's Mermail, and it's very, very good against all the special summons that your opponent wants to do.
Especially good against Xyz monsters and synchros.
Yeah. I kind of feel like... I would say it's stating the obvious, but it never hurts to sometimes just say, hey, you know what? This is a great card. You should look at this. Face down on Alexander's field is he has a breakthrough skill and Abyss Lind. That's quite strong against this lone Firefist Bear. Yep. There's an Atlantean Marksman in the hand of Alexander, so he's going to use the Abyss Pike to get another search effect off and take out one of his opponent's cards. Yeah, it's Abyss Grunt, a very powerful card which allows the Mermail deck to do such ridiculous things and summon multiple monsters in play. It's very important, that Abyss Grunt. Now here we go. The Marksman will destroy that Trap Trick Nightmare Hole.
Which is a shame.
Trap Trick's Trap Hole Nightmare. And here goes Torpedo number 3. It's a Pot of Duality. If we don't want to see the card that was drawn, it was a Wiretap. Pot of Duality?
Now, I don't see why he's taking hands out here in favour of a bear.
Did he just snap back the Artifact Sanctum?
Pretty much.
Okay. And there's a Soul Charge there. Although there's not really a lot he can do with that right now. Yep, we have 4 cards on the field. How will Alexander respond?
By staring at his opponent and smiling.
Oh, how unnerving is that?
It's a little bit.
1,000-yard stare. He's like, what have you got? I've got everything, and you have nothing. Although he technically doesn't have nothing, but he's built a moat between him and his opponent with all those spells and traps, and he has his champion, Firefist Bear. We're going to see a Genix Undyne. Sending, I believe that was Tidal, Dragon Ruler. Very, very powerful card. In the previous Mermail matchup, we didn't see Tidal, and it does give that Mermail deck the late game that it needs after it runs through its combos. Okay, it's also a very safe card to throw into opponents' back row cards, because sooner or later they're going to run out of ways to deal with a 2600 monster without things like DD Crow, which usually exists in the side deck.
And it usually will just keep coming back.
Yeah. Okay, so we see the attack from the Dragon Ruler. Since we've talked about this a few times, I'll bring this up. Hey guys, who didn't see this one last year? Or the months after that? Or the months after that? Just in case. Okay, so we're going to see an Artifact Sanctum activated to get Artifact Bieltak, which will trigger. I'll show you what... Probably, yeah, we're going to see the Artifact Moraltak targeted in just a second. Okay, Alexander takes a moment to consider. It's breakthrough with skill to deny that Artifact Bieltak. Okay, it's a Wiretap. Very, very good. This is what happens when you get into the trap wars with these decks at the moment. Okay, we are going to see a breakthrough from skill from the graveyard to stop the Moraltak destroying Tidal. So yeah, we're going to see Tidal declaring an attack on Artifact Moraltak. He wants to remove those from the field to lower the risk of the rank 5 coming down. There's a lot of dangerous rank 5s.
There is a lot, as we've seen in previous games.
Yeah, Constellar Pleiades, Volcasaurus into Gaia Charger. There's a lot those rank 5s can do. Okay, so the attack, Abyss Pike decides to trade off with the Firefist Bear. Play comes back to Alessandro.
And there's the Dark Hole.
It's Dark Hole.
There's always the Dark Hole.
Yeah. Soul Charge and Dark Hole. That seems
unfair.
Firefist Bear, Morale Attack, which isn't going to trigger. He could Dark Hole, then pay the 3,000 life points, but we'll see what he decides to do.
And what is it that we have set on the other side of the field?
We've got an Abyss Sphere and one unknown card. Well, I've got one unknown card listed here. I think it's just an Abyss Sphere on the Mermail side.
The unknown code is the Gen X Undyne.
Yes. And he's got 2 cards on his hand. 2 Gen X controllers, 1 Mermail, Abyss Gund, an Abyss Sphere on the field, and a Gen X Undyne. Some very powerful spells in Alessandro's hand. How will he play these? And again, the Dragon Ruler, even just destroying that now, is not a solid answer for it, because this is going to come. Okay, he goes for the Soul Charge. He's going to hold on to that Dark Hole.
Asking for a response, and there's none there. Yeah, he's only paying 2,000.
2,000 life points
instead of the 3,000 he could be paying if he would have Dark Hold.
Yeah. He's giving up his battle phase this turn. Interesting to see.
I think it was a rank 5, so let's see what it is that he's looking at right now.
This is a card he didn't play. Very simple, very powerful. Okay, so he summons Constellar Pleiades. Very, very powerful Xyz monster. I really like this. This guy. Has the ability during either player's turn to return 1 card on the field back to its owner's hand. It's very disruptive, which plays exactly into the artifact play style. He still hasn't got an answer to that title. Even if he returns it to his opponent's hand, he still has to deal with the fact that his opponent can bring it back. He's checking
his opponent does have to deal with the fact that Pleiades is 2,500, and I do believe the title's only 2,400.
No, the title. Let's pull that up for you.
2,600. I see.
And he can attack this turn. He's given that up because of the Soul Charge. We're going to see an Abyss Sphere. I don't know if this is the end phase. We don't have signed with the players, so it's a bit difficult to tell. It's most likely an end phase Abyss Sphere. Yep, Tidal Go returns to the hand, and Mermail Abysslin will be destroyed, adding another water monster to that graveyard. And Abyss Spike. Abyss Pike. The Abyss Pike is actually really nice here, because it's, yeah, he's got the Mermail Abyss Grund. I'll just pull that up for you, in case you're curious about what this one does.
One of the nicest cards in the
yes,
Mermail
it
set.
was so good, we limited it.
Basically, yes.
When you had 3 of those in the Mermail deck, it was just doing so many ridiculous things, and it was very hard to keep up with it. A lot of other decks was just, wow, okay, almost every monster I summon gets me another monster, which does something else.
Out comes the Hild.
The Abyss Lind.
That was the Lind, sorry.
He draws. Those Gen X controllers, since he's got monsters on the field, he can make synchro summons, 6 or 7, or even he could go for the 10-star Leo.
He could. He has got the ability to bring out that Tidal.
Yeah, he also, yeah, he has Tidal as well. Very good options for Alexander here.
I think he's going to make the play.
He's got the Constellar Pleiades to worry about as well, so we might be seeing.
I believe is just returning it back to hand.
Yeah, he doesn't want that synchro play to go through. But what does he have for saying? He has an Artifact Sanctum, so he he could answer any play here. Oh, okay, we're seeing an Abystius. Yep, discarding the Dragon Ruler. And searching for another Mermail card. Another Abyssland. Another ultimate rare Abyssland.
This is what person does like his shiny cards.
Yes. Two more water monsters being banished. Yep.
Title comes down.
Yeah, this is going so well for Alexander. Because if we take a look at what Alessandro has, he still has that Dark Hole, which he didn't use last turn, so he has got some kind of follow-up to whatever kind of field Alexander makes. And he's got the Artifact Sanctum on the field to help him try and disrupt her. He's got to be very careful how he's using his cards here. But he's in no means out of this game. Tidal attacks the Constellar Pleiades, and this is successful. Abyss Lind takes out Mermail Abyss Bear. Artifact Sanctum's up next. Now we see another Soul Charge there in his deck. And he takes out the Abystius to deny his opponent the rank 7 Xyz play. I mean, he could have took the Tidal out, but the Tidal already attacked, and it just comes back.
Yeah, it's going to bounce back.
Lots of flicking. There's two Genix controllers. And he's okay, so yeah, players come over to Alexander, and he top decks the Traptrix Mermello, searching for a Bottomless Trap Hole. That Bottomless Trap Hole is a great answer to the Tidal. Where does he go from here?
Alessandro is noticing how many cards is actually left in Alexander's hand.
Okay, so the Abyss Lind goes down and brings up Abyss Lead. So you take a look at Abyss Lead.
And there goes the Dark Hole.
Okay, yeah, Dark Hole to clean up. And he passes, Alessandro passes a turn with just a Bottomless Trap Hole. Yeah, he asks him, oh, that's the Bottomless Trap Hole, right? Okay, so he knows his Tidal's at risk. He has an Abyss Lind in his hand, Abystius, Genix controllers.
He's not in that bad a position.
Does he? Do you think he'd play the third Genix controller? No, he goes for Abyss Lind. The Bottomless Trap Hole.
Interesting. And here now he can actually bring out
straight up to
level 10.
Well, he's given up his normal summon, so yeah, he's going for. He's going on his combo. So he's got the rank 7 play, and he's got Abyss Orca. Yeah, that's so good. He might have game before that becomes relevant, but we'll see.
A lot of damage.
Yep. So currently field looks like this. There's 2 Gen X controllers and Abyss.
You see it in hand?
Abyss here. I still can't get it. I still keep forgetting this card's name. Or getting stuck on the pronunciation. And Alessandro is completely out of cards.
It is definitely not looking good for Alexander.
And he's on 900 life points.
He is...
I don't think...
Oh, if only there was 2 4 stars, that would definitely be the end. Although he's not running a cowboy.
Even so, 900 life points.
And there goes the Dracosac.
Dragosac. I wouldn't be surprised if Alessandro draws that card and considers conceding. But he might just have exactly what he needs.
Is that a bunny and a walrus?
Yes, it's actually a couple of tokens. Yep,
there's the concede. Shame we didn't get to see what he drew.
I can't think of what he could have possibly drawn that would have been an answer to what just happened there. That Mermail deck that Alexander was playing, he had all the combos going. He wasn't running out of cards. He was forcing the responses out of the trap trick deck and by putting it constantly in the position. Hey, do I use this trap or do I risk losing my monsters through battle and stuff? And he just got beat.
But if we really look at this, would this game have played out any different if Alessandro had hands?
It's hard to say. The Fire's Bear didn't really do a lot, did it? It was just a 1600 guy attacking, in which case I think a fire hand would have been a bit stronger. We didn't see lots of cards set to the spawn trap zone of Alexander.
No.
So, but there were some. But the ice hands might have been a bit redundant. Well,
Possibly. I mean, Bear, obviously, if it does get an attack in, its effect activates, there's going to be a Tenki on the field.
Yeah.
Which you really do not want. Although, looking at it, is he running Tenki?
I would be so confused if he wasn't.
I can't actually see a Tenki.
Yeah, no, he's got 2.
Oh, he's got 2 in there, has he?
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay. It wouldn't make... He's got 2.
That would have been confusing.
It would have been like, wait, what?
Why is he doing that?
One question, how is he winning?
That would be a good question.
I want to go over and just say, wow, this man is so good. He wins by playing Bear and no Tenki. Okay, so we're seeing Soul Charges coming out. DD Crow, Dimensional Prisons coming in, and Malevolent Catastrophe. Malevolent Catastrophe is really good, and it catches players out all the time. Especially if when you activate it and destroy all of the spells and traps during the artifact player's turn, whether bat or hat or cat. I don't know.
What would a cat be?
Constellars. Constellar artifact trap tricks. Could that work?
I don't know. But I'm setting the challenge out again for Constellar.
To be fair,
artifact trap tricks.
Constellar Pleiades play. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, if there's Constellar Pleiades there, we could say that it's just cat.
Yeah, you could just go meow as you're attacking for game.
Why?
Just because then the other guy has to live knowing that you did that.
Knowing that you beat him whilst meowing.
Yeah. Okay, so we're shuffling up and we're going to be getting ready to start game 2 of round 7. I see a Mind Control, Dark Hole, Fire Formation Tenki, Bottomless Trap Hole, Artifact Morale Attack, Solemn Warning. Okay.
And there's can't see that card right there.
So Torrential Tribute there as well.
Tribute. It's the middle card that I wasn't quite getting.
Actually,
there is a Tenki. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, maybe my reaction to Alexander's opening hand, it was like, yeah, it's actually, yeah, very good hand. I think that's very playable. Actually, to be honest, I don't know what else he'd be looking for. Yeah, that's a fine hand. Fire Formation Tenki.
Set? No.
I can just see Alexander's hand as it loads in. Artifact Morale Tax. set face down. We're going to see turn play past, Solemn Warning and Artifact Morale Attack set face down. And we're going to see Abyss Pike. Discarding Atlantean. Well, hold on, we'll see.
Oh, Solemn Warning.
Oh, it's Solemn Warning. Yeah, he's Alessandro's not letting him get the early game search off. It's a very early Solemn Warning. Okay, so yeah. Now we're going to see the Fire Formation Tenki. He didn't want to give his opponent the knowledge that he could get the bear before he could do anything with it. I mean, sometimes you can argue it thins your deck down a little bit, but just simply playing the Fire Formation, adding the Fire Fist Bear to his hand, and then not doing anything, it just gives your opponent information, and he's not really gaining anything by doing it. There comes the Torrential Tribute. Bottomless Trap Hole goes face down. No?
No? There's no reason not to set it currently. And that looks like an Artifact Ignition.
Yeah, I think that was Artifact Ignition that got set face down. Yep, we were right. So, okay, this is not an amazing place to be in when you've got Atlanteans, a DD Crow, and no way of triggering either of those Atlanteans. He summons the Atlantean Marksman,
which can't be Bottomless Trap Hold.
Yeah, it goes straight under that. Wow, he's going to get away with this.
Yeah, he is. He's actually going to get away with it.
And if that Atlantean Marksman... okay, no, he's going for the... he's forcing that morale attack.
Yeah.
Although, he's got the DD Crow in hand, so he's still going to get away with this. That cheeky Marksman. If it connects, he gets a level 4 lower Atlantean monster. DD Crow. And that's... Yep.
I think he was trying to force that.
Yeah, he had the answer in his hand. And he slipped under the net, and he gets Atlantean Dragoons for more damage. That's quite a big chunk to take out of Alessandro, especially when he's playing Soul Charges. Like, even a Soul Charge for 2 right now leaves him, well, on 800 life points. And we see a face down Dimensional Prison, which I don't know about the Dimensional Prison. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Oh, and here comes the Soul Charge.
Here comes the Soul Charge.
And yeah, but it's just Bear.
It's Fire Fist Bear. Okay. Now you can attack this turn. Activating Bear's effect to destroy Atlantean Marksman. Mind Control for the to take control of Atlantean Dragoons.
And there's the overlay.
Yeah, he's performing the XE summon.
It's Abyss Dweller. Oh dear.
That's very good against Mermail. We saw that putting the weight in. But we forgot the answer sitting on the table for Alexander. He's got the Dimensional Prison for a little bit later. And here comes Tidal. Bottomless Trap Hole being used, taking that Tidal out of the game. And play comes back to Alessandro. Okay, and now he's got a Fire Fist Bear.
Now maybe we'll see what it is. Oh no, there's the Dimension Prison.
That's the interesting thing here is he chose to Dimensional Prison the Fire Fist Bear,
but not the Abyss Dweller.
Not Abyss Dweller. I think that Gore's the Emissary of Darkness. So yeah, that's going to leave him with a 1700 attack token and a 2700 attack monster.
We did see a Gauze earlier as well.
Yeah,
it's nice to see it again.
It's if you consider the field, there's a Dark Hole in Alessandro's hand. Some excited players in this venue. The Morale Attack is no longer in play, but we've got the Abyss Dweller. It's an adorable Gore's token.
Do you want to just bring Gores up on screen then?
Yeah, sure. He has to Dark Hole.
Has to Dark Hole.
Yep, it's gone. Sorry. Well, he's not winning the game off of that monster, and there's an artifact morale tax set face down, so it's top decking right now. Alessandro doesn't have really the life points to take extended top decking turns.
No, I have a feeling that there is a question going on.
Okay, I'm not really sure what's being discussed there.
Talking about what should be removed, perhaps?
Maybe they're discussing the sequence of plays. Okay, he's disagreeing.
Probably going to get a judge in on this any second. Oh no, there seems to be an agreement. Okay. That's fine.
What's that? Yeah, Abystius.
Oh.
Yep, and that's game. That's going to be a 2-0.
Wow.
That was really well. The Mermail deck played fantastically in that game one. It kept going. He wasn't running out of his running out of his combos. And this game it got down to the wire, and then well,
yeah, did very, very well.